We like warming up with Mike.
We like warming up with Mike.
If we don't, we'll be on our bike.
If we don't, we'll be on our bike.
Warming up might be a pain.
Warming up might be a pain.
If we don't, we'll feel the strain.
If we don't, we'll feel the strain.
1, 2, 3, 4, Michael Owen soccer court.
1, 2, 3, 4, Michael Owen soccer court.
See, I've got them well trained. Now for last week's drills.
I discovered how to beat my opponent.
I've learnt that too many burgers and chips slow me down, so from now on it's more pasta for me.
For penalties, I know the pressure's on them, so just relax and try your best.
Taking penalties is all about nerves. Make your mind fun, go for it.
In today's show, I'll be testing out young Jamie to see if he can stop my free kicks. I'll also be showing you some of the perks of being a professional player. My Anfield teammate Jamie Carragher explains how to keep his head at the back, how to shake off your marker as you run on goal. And if you fancy playing football, there's some valuable information on how to go about it, so have a pen and paper ready for the details.
They say that giving a Brazilian a free kick on the edge of the box is like giving them a penalty. They're that deadly. But we've got players in the Premiership who are just as impressive. At Liverpool, Jamie Redknapp takes our free kicks. And at the end of training every day, he spends time practicing his free kicks, and that's the only way to get better.
Ince taps it through Berger's legs, the shot comes in, into the back of the net, Jamie Redknapp, and Liverpool take the lead. And it looked like a free kick straight from the training ground.
It's not just young footballers who are baffled by the mysteries of free kicks. Sports engineers have spent hours trying to work out why a ball spins, dips or swerves. They've used computers to simulate the effect of striking the ball at different points and over certain distances. Their research and the laws of physics have proved what every free kick expert knows, that it's easier to curve the ball if you kick it slightly off centre with the front of the foot. The amount of swerve depends on how hard the ball is kicked and the distance it travels. It's only as the ball slows that the sideways spin takes over, causing the ball to curve. For that reason, blasting the ball towards goal may surprise the keeper, but will leave little time for the spin to take effect.
When you're taking a free kick, the keeper invariably stands around the centre of the goal. So the trick is to try to either bend it over the wall into the near top corner, or if the keeper's shuffled across to my right, try to pull it across into the left-hand top corner. So we'll just have a go at trying to bend it over the wall. To get movement into the ball, you hit the ball on the outside either way. I'm trying it with the inside of the foot to try to bring it from right to left, just to make it harder for the keeper. Also, when you're trying to go over the wall, you want dip on the ball because you don't want it going over the bar. So you do that by trying to hit the bottom of the ball first and trying to flick your foot over the top of it to create topspin. And if you can do that with putting swerve on the ball as well, then you become a master at free kicks. I've scored a free kick.
has scored a wonderful goal.
And it was a goal that would change my life. I think commercial activities is the thing you've got to treat carefully. I mean, the main thing about me is being a footballer, and I'd never do anything to hinder my chances on a Saturday of performing well. If I've got a spare day, then fine, I'll do a commercial piece or an interview. I was down in London and I got a contract with Jaguar, and they given me 2 cars to drive, and you can only drive one at a time, so to see 2 was great. When you're a youngster, you dream of buying one of them, but to actually be sponsored one, to be given a car like that was a great buzz, and it was also from an English company, which makes it even better. The Walker's Crisps advert was great fun, and Gary Lineker was one of my heroes when I was a young lad. I had met him before, but never worked with him before, and to go down and to do that was a great feeling. When I was young, I idolised some players, and you're playing in the park and you're calling yourself Lineker, and to think that happens still. People running around with Owen on the back and calling himself Owen is a great feeling. I was at school and Gary Speed came in. He was from the area and came into our school, and it made my week, I know that. I was down at the match of the day, launch of the New England kit with Alan Shearer and David Seaman. When I was young, I was an Alan Shearer fan. To actually come through and play with Alan Shearer at international level, especially being in the World Cup, was a great buzz for me. David Seaman was one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and to be standing by him, it doesn't sink in. You can't believe who you're with, and once you get to know them, they're all great fellas. The game's so high profile, I think, and you can't get away from people wanting to speak to you nowadays. I don't mind being in the limelight, but you're getting paid to be a footballer, and that's the main thing, and I think you've got to concentrate on that the most.
Okay, let's see what you lot can do. You want to set the standard, Michael? 1 out of 1. Okay, a bit more dip on it. They've got to be 10 yards, they can't tackle you. Good effort, Kieran. Excellent, perfect. Okay, you're getting plenty of dip on it, Kieran. Can't reach, can you? That's it. Ooh, lucky. Haven't seen many go into the left-hand corner yet. It's a good effort. Great goal. Great goal. Oh, great effort, Kieran. So you can reach. That's perfect. Good save. Oh, excellent. Wait, that hurt. Now we practice taking free kicks with the inside of the foot. Michael here is going to try and practice the one with the outside foot. Hopefully, again, bending it over the wall and into the top corner. Quality. It went the other way. As you can see, this is one of the most difficult skills to master. On Saturdays, you don't see many people taking free kicks with the outside of your foot, but it's nice to have if you can do it. It's nice to put it into practice. You're going to have to give this some kick, aren't you, Kieran? Go on. Ah. You mean people. Great bend on it. You okay? The divot went further.
Stand by for a second half onslaught. We go running off the ball in the hunt for goals. Jamie tells us the secrets of life in the back line, action from our own match of the day, and the gang put me on the spot about life as a football pro. This Liverpool action shows the importance of moving off the ball. McManaman in the centre circle has only had to move a few yards to find space. His foresight enables me to make my run on the outside, and his delivery was perfect.
It's a good run, that. Well done, Kieran, good run. That's just what we want. So what Kieran did there and what Andy did over there was brilliant then. We can see there's already a player supporting Kieran. Kieran needed somewhere else to pass to. Now Andy made a run and Kieran was able to find him right through that gap for him to score an easy goal. There was already one person supporting him, so we don't need two people in the same position. So if you can make a run forward and hopefully split the defence, that's how you score your goals. Good ball as well, Kieran. OK?
In recent seasons, Man United have proved to be the experts at running off the ball. From a Coventry corner, Schmeichel grabs the ball and already his teammates are making themselves available. At this point it seems no one is in support, but Beckham and Giggs are soon on the scene. Their running has resulted in a goal.
And here's Giggs!
Our replay shows just what they achieved. When Schmeichel gathers the ball, both players are in their own box. Within 16 seconds, they both run the length of the field to combine for a United goal.
Support arriving, Giggs takes over, Beckham on the right.
Giggs ended up in the opposition 6-yard box.
And here's Giggs!
OK, stop there. In a game as a striker, I'm the furthest one forward. You go back where you were, you cheat. So in a game, I was a striker. Michael's got the ball, he's free there, he can get his head up. I'd actually pull as wide as I can to give myself the most space possible. And if he can find me, then brilliant. If Kieran cuts it off, and there's got to be other people looking for the ball. We're always trying to help Michael on the ball, because he's got to give it one of us. So with Reagan, you can stay in support. Kieran, you can come and fill in this gap. If I pull Kieran away here, then there'll be an even bigger gap in the middle. So you may be able to get the ball there. And if we can go wide as well, then we've got a lot of options for Michael on the ball, which is what he needs. He's got to make the right decision in the end. OK? Off you go, Mike. So I'm here if you need. Great ball. And that's a good run as well. Oh! Unlucky.
Dwight York's running off the ball has given him a hatful of goals for his team. Here, he combines with Solskjaer and Cole to notch up another.
Well supported, Kev. Can you help him again, Kieran? Can you get the ball again? Well done, Kieran. That's it. That's it, well backed up, Anne. Can he score? Good goal, Blacks. Well done. Let's make space for him then. I'm running in here. Good ball, Mike. Oh! Good ball, Mike. I wish I had that on every Saturday. Yes, Kieran. To my feet. Oh, Reagan! What a goal! Good ball there, Kieran. Well done, Reagan. You made my little touch look good. It wasn't that good. OK, everyone stop there. Now, sometimes in the game, if I'm being pressurised like Kieran's pressurising me here, I can only see this side of the pitch. There's a person free there, and there's a person free over there as well. So I need to know that, so I need to be able to hear you two people shouting, I heard you there, Kieran. So if you can, and you can let me know where the free people are, you've got to open your mouth and talk. A big part of the game is communication. Yes, Michael! Try to find me. Yes, Kieran, down here. I'm free over here, mate. Yes, Kieran, to my feet. Yes, Michael, down the line if you can.
If you've got the legs, it pays never to stop running. A moving target is a handful for defenders. My momentum allows me to sneak in at the back post right under the noses of the Middlesbrough players.
Good run, Andrew, again. Well done. Well done, Mike. Can you keep running? Can you keep running? See, that leaves the space for that middle pass. That's brilliant. See, Michael, if you didn't run past me there, we wouldn't have been able to get Kieran in. So it's your movement that's got that pass in. Well done. Can Reagan get it? Yes, Reagan, I'm out wide for you if you need me. Well done. Yes, Michael. Go inside. Well done, good ball. Yes, Michael. Go on. Yes!
Can you speak any other languages?
I can't speak any other language now. I think I learned French in school, and I think I got a C in my GCSEs, so I can speak a bit of it, but I'd struggle if anyone started speaking to me in French. But I think at Liverpool now we've got to know a few words in all the different languages around Europe because we've got a lot of foreign players now.
Are any of your relations famous footballers?
My dad. my dad was I don't know if he was that famous. He says he was around Chester, but he used to play for Chester and Rochdale, Cambridge, a few other teams. He started off at Everton. So yeah, he's been around the professional game for a bit. I don't think any other people in my family have ever become famous at anything now.
At half-time, as the manager took you in and shouted at you?
Our manager now doesn't really shout at individual players. He'll talk to you and he'll tell you what you should have done and what you shouldn't do. But he doesn't ever come in and pick on one person and start shouting at them. It's more of a team game, football. So you know, if someone does something wrong, then everybody else has to suffer. Whereas if someone scores a goal and does something right, you know, the whole team get the benefit. So it's a team game, and nobody really you know, points a finger at one specific person.
How many times have you seen the goal against Argentina?
I think I've seen the goal against Argentina quite a few times now. I don't play it back to myself all the time, but I just see it on telly when I'm watching a football programme or something. That goal seems to come up quite a lot, so it's nice to see it there. As we know, football's a team game and everyone's got to help out with the defensive duties. Here's my mate Jamie Carragher, who's going to be talking to us about defensive headers.
And remember what the doc says, always head with your forehead.
We just take the top off here. You can see that this part of bone is very thick. If you look at my fingers, nearly an inch thick. The area where you shouldn't head the ball is the side. The bone here is very thin and will cause you pain.
You may remember earlier in the series I showed you how to gain confidence in heading with a progression of exercises. These are designed to ease the fear factor of heading a ball. Having gained confidence, we must learn technique. Small jumps will help us time our headers. Often football is played in the air, so height and distance are important. One way to build strength in our heading are these backbending exercises. Although children under 10 should avoid doing these as their backs are not strong enough. On our feet now, aiming for height by heading the ball at the bottom, keeping on your toes at all times. Adrian has already mastered this technique. Best way to build accuracy is the traditional game of heading in pairs. When I was a lad, we used to count to see who could do the most. And if you're really keen, you can copy what Kevin, Kieran and Stephen are doing. But life isn't as simple as this situation. In a match, the ball will come at all angles, and you need to be agile and alert to cope with the varied height and speeds. Adrian here shows he's alive to everything that Simon can throw at him. Defenders in particular have to deal with long balls as they're aimed over their heads. Here's one way to practice how to cope.
So Jamie, can you give us any tips on defensive heading?
The thing you want to do most is obviously get it out of danger area, as much height and as distance as you can.
So how do you get height and distance on the ball, Jamie?
Well, it's obviously coming from your back muscles and your neck muscles, and you've also got to connect to the ball well and follow through with it.
A strong header can turn defence into attack, as Steve Staunton shows here against Miller.
Header by Staunton. Look at Owen now. He's a yard ahead of the defenders and he goes for the lob. Oh, that's tremendous.
Now let's see how I fare against Jamie.
Can you now explain to me how you head a ball when a ball is being crossed in?
Well, it's important to start in the right position so you can see the ball and the man you're marking from across. But the same principles apply. You've still got to look for height and distance and get out of the danger area.
OK. Knock some in, Simon.
I'm looking to steal a yard at the front, but Jamie has a dual responsibility to watch me and the ball. And he's certainly stuck to his job.
So even though you've won every ball now, I still reckon I can win one off you.
Come on,
Let's
then.
go. Well, Simon. Near post, Simon. I'll have to win one, won't I? Okay, there's my one header.
Coach Simon Clifford, who gets this fifth match underway with the wide ball to Andrew, takes on Damien, and now Katie, and now round 4. What a good run, but a good challenge by Kevin. Damien for support, and here's Michael, and lots of good movement off the ball. 2 players wide on the right. This is Kieran. Damien waiting for the pullback, but denied it by Michael, and through the legs. That Michael will have enjoyed that moment. And away from Foreen. Good defence in numbers. Stephen and Kevin getting back. We look again at the nutmeg, what Michael achieved against Damien. Nice control, nice head up. Stephen with the corner. Good header away by Michael. Got height and distance on that. Simon carries it on. Joe in the chase. Goalkeeper comes out to meet him. Not with the greatest confidence there at that moment, but the ball goes away for the corner. Look again at the quality of the header by Michael. Eyes on the ball. Up well. Height, distance in the clearance. Back to Simon, who tests defensive power again, and a really good header out this time by Stephen. A couple of good examples of getting height and distance. And Stephen, in particular, really attacking the ball. As this replay will show, up number 14. This is Richard now, forward to Michael. Katie alongside him. Michael inside Katie. Not too much movement ahead of him into space, and Kevin makes the good challenge. Joe on the follow-up, but forced to go back to Simon, who makes a bit of a mess of it, and Kieran, oh, what a lovely turn. Testing the taller man, and here's Kevin. Oh, and he's hit the post, but he follows up and gets a deserved goal. And really all that coming about from the fact that when the Bibs were trying to build an attack, there wasn't much movement. There was lots from their opponents. Lovely turn by Kieran. And Kevin, who'd started it by winning the ball in the middle of the field, follows up, denied, it seemed, by the post. He was able to get his foot on it and claim the goal. And the replay, as Joe tried to clear it, makes it clear it's Kevin's goal.
The Get Your Kit On campaign is a chance for you, boys or girls, to have a go at sport. Football, tennis, golf or athletics. Ring Learn Direct on 0800 100 900 for a free magazine and information about how to get started.
That's the end of another week's skills. Keep practicing. Now as we go off to do our warm down, which burns off the lactic acid in our muscles which causes stiffness, let's have a recap, see what we've done today.
At free kicks, strike the top of the ball for dip and through the ball for power. In a match, the ball will come at all angles and you need to be agile and alert to cope with the varied height and speeds. Don't stand around waiting for the ball. Make runs so that teammates can pick you out with a pass. Next week, how to turn your opponents inside out. Join our football circus as me and the gang show you some ball juggling skills. And we'll be demonstrating all that we've learned in the series in a six-a-side grand finale.
See you next week. In the meantime, keep practicing.